Ready for a deep dive into a career that's all about luxury, logistics, and maybe even a little jet setting.
Sounds intriguing.
Today, we're going deep on what it takes to be an import-export specialist in the world of perfumes and cosmetics.
Ah, the folks who make sure those scents and serums magically appear on shelves worldwide.
Exactly. And to guide us through this fragrant journey, we've got insights from RoleCatcher, the career gurus who live and breathe this stuff.
They're a fantastic resource, really know their stuff.
Okay, so let's get down to it. Forget shipping labels for a second. What's the real heart and soul of this job?
It's about being a bridge, really. A bridge between creation and consumption. Imagine a perfumer in Grasse, France, crafting a new scent.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Our import-export specialist is the one who makes sure that fragrance makes it all the way to a customer in, say, Dubai, flawlessly. They're masters of regulations, customs, and yes, even a bit of diplomacy to keep those products moving.
Sounds like a blend of organization and, dare I say, a touch of glamour. RoleCatcher did mention some serious perks to this gig.
Oh, absolutely. The global beauty market is a powerhouse. I mean, we're talking a multi-billion-dollar industry, which means the demand for skilled import-export specialists is through the roof. That translates into job security and, yep, you guessed it, some pretty attractive salaries.
Music to anyone's ears.
Yeah.
But let's be real, it can't all be sniffing roses and signing bonus checks.
Yeah.
What are some of the, shall we say, less glamorous realities of this job?
Well, it's a high-stakes world, no doubt. You're juggling international time zones, navigating ever-changing regulations, and let's not forget those potential shipping nightmares.
Oh, those are the worst.
Oh.
Delayed cargo ships, mountains of paperwork.
Exactly. It demands a cool head and a knack for creative problem-solving, that's for sure.
So not for the faint of heart, then.
Not at all. This is a career for those who thrive under pressure. But if you're passionate about the world of beauty and have a mind for global logistics, the rewards can be substantial.
Now, I'm curious about climbing that career ladder. What's the typical trajectory for someone breaking into this field?
Most folks cut their teeth as import-export coordinators.
Ah, starting from the ground up.
Picture yourself knee-deep in the nitty-gritty, mastering those customs forms, tracking shipments like a hawk, becoming fluent in all that international trade lingo.
Sounds like a crash course in the A to Z of the import-export world.
Yeah.
And where do you go from there?
Once you've got those fundamentals down pat, you might find yourself stepping into the role of an import-export analyst.
Here's where those analytical muscles really come into play.
Absolutely. Imagine this. A specific lipstick shade is suddenly flying off the shelves in Brazil, but collecting dust in France. The analyst's job is to dig into the data, unravel those trends, and help the company capitalize on those insights.
So you're not just moving products, you're analyzing the why, the where, and the what's next.
Exactly. It's about understanding the global market, spotting those golden opportunities, and using data to give your company a competitive edge.
That's what I call beauty with brains. But I'm guessing the journey doesn't stop at analyst. What's next on this career path?
With experience and a proven track record, you might find yourself leading the charge as an import-export supervisor. Imagine yourself as the maestro, conducting a symphony of shipments, paperwork, and people.
That's a lot of moving parts to manage. What does that look like day to day? So you're not just overseeing logistics, but also leading a team of specialists, ensuring those shipments sail through customs without a hitch.
Exactly, you've got it. You're responsible for keeping those international wheels turning, all while nurturing your team's expertise and, well, navigating any unexpected bumps in the road. You know how it goes.
Talk about a juggling act. But for those with the ambition and know-how, there's one more peak on this career mountain, am I right?
Indeed. The import-export manager, they've climbed the ranks, mastered all those complexities, and now they're crafting the grand strategy.
So they're not just reacting to the global market, they're shaping their company's approach to it.
Exactly. They're forecasting trends, anticipating potential hurdles, volatile ingredient sourcing, maybe new trade agreements, and they're ensuring their company remains ahead of the curve. It's a dynamic role that demands both vision and a deep understanding of the global marketplace.
Sounds like a lot riding on their shoulders.
Yeah.
But hey, with potentially bigger challenges come, I'm guessing, even bigger rewards.
Let's just say the view from the top is pretty spectacular. But getting there takes more than just ambition. We've talked about skills, but RoleCatcher also emphasized the importance of specific tools and technologies that are essential in this field.
Right. It's not just knowing the rules, but having the right tools to navigate them efficiently. What are some of the the game changers in the import-export world these days?
Oh, technology is revolutionizing this industry faster than you can say logistics.
Yeah.
Seriously. Think of AI-powered software, the kind that can automate those mountains of paperwork, freeing up specialists to focus on, say, strategy and relationship building.
Okay, that sounds incredibly helpful, but what would that look like in real life?
Imagine this. Instead of manually inputting data from a mountain of customs forms, AI just steps in to do the heavy lifting, maybe flagging any potential issues instantly. This frees up an import-export specialist's time to, well, maybe build relationships with key suppliers in Italy or troubleshoot a potential delay in a shipment from Morocco.
So it's like having a super efficient assistant who never sleeps, never misses the detail, right?
Precisely. And let's not forget about automation. Picture this. Automated systems handling everything. I mean, from generating shipping labels to tracking those precious bottles of perfume across continents, all while minimizing the risk of human error.
That's a game changer for sure, especially in a field where precision and efficiency are non-negotiable.
Hmm.
What advice would you give to someone who's feeling, both excited by this career path, but also a little overwhelmed by all the details, all the moving parts?
Yeah. That's a great question. My advice. Dive in head first, but don't try to learn everything at once. Start by mastering the fundamentals of international trade. Familiarize yourself with the key regulations and customs procedures, and embrace technology as your ally. Treat it like that super efficient assistant.
And we're back, diving deep into the world of import-export, where those luxurious perfumes and cosmetics become a global phenomenon.
We've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? The career path, the challenges, the rewards, even got a glimpse of the future with AI and automation reshaping the game.
It's been mind-blowing, but you're right. Time to distill it all down. For someone listening who's thinking, this is it, this is the career for me, where do they even begin?
Well, I'd say knowledge is your passport in this field. Don't just dip your toes in. Dive headfirst into those regulations, customs, procedures. Really immerse yourself in the nuances of international trade.
So it's not enough to just know rules exist. You have to understand the why, the how, the when of it all.
Exactly. And remember, knowledge is constantly evolving. You got to stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on those emerging trends, those game-changing technologies we talked about. Be ready to adapt and evolve with the industry.
Just like having your finger on the pulse of a global marketplace that never sleeps.
You got it. And don't underestimate the importance of, shall we say, those people skills. You'll be interacting with suppliers from all walks of life, all corners of the globe, navigating cultural differences, maybe even smoothing things over with a customs official who's having a tough day. Diplomacy goes a long way.
So it's about being a global citizen,
Yeah.
fluent not just in regulations, but also the art of communication, building those relationships across borders.
Absolutely. And let's not forget problem solving. Shipments, they will hit snags. Markets, they will fluctuate. New challenges, they'll pop up faster than you can say supply chain. It's part of the game.
It's all about rolling with those punches,
Mm.
thinking on your feet, coming up with creative solutions,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This sounds like a career that keeps you on your toes.
It certainly does. But for those with a genuine passion for this industry, those who thrive on navigating complexity, the rewards, well, they can be incredibly fulfilling. You're bringing beauty to the world, literally.
This deep dive has been truly eye-opening. We've explored the ins and outs of being an import-export specialist in the world of perfumes and cosmetics, thanks to those amazing insights from RoleCatcher. But before we sign off, here's something to ponder. In a world driven by evolving consumer desires and the intricate dance of global trade, what innovations do you think will reshape the future of fragrance and beauty imports and exports? Until next time, keep exploring those career paths, keep asking those questions, and keep diving deep into the worlds that spark your curiosity.